best.
With magic hands.
I was gonna do my SRK pose, but I can't fit. But you got him on my shirt, so that's enough.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, we're talking about a new SRK film that's coming out December 20th.
The guy is on fire. He's been in so many movies. Let's look at it.
Let's take a look. All right.
I'm excited about this one because since the teaser, before we even knew who SRK was, but it was still a great teaser where he was talking to the director about being in his movies.
Right.
I became a huge SRK fan because I've started seeing a lot of his older movies. I've seen all his newer movies. It's like the guy's on fire. He's released so many hits this year. He was in Jawan. He was in Pathan. It's like he just can't do no wrong, and he's killing it at the box office, like breaking it.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see this because we're probably going to see a little more of the same because there's a lot of anticipation because it has a great director too. So
Rajkumar Hirani, who did Three Idiots and Sanju and a few other films. I mean, he's been around a while. He's a big time director, Hindi director, and this is a comedy drama called Dunki, and it's based on an illegal immigration technique called like donkey flight. So I think there's some. Maybe a
lot of comedy gold in that setup. Can't wait to see the humor they find in all of
I know exactly. But he might. This director might pull it off. But let's take a look at Dunki.
All right, let's take a look.
Okay.
And
घर दिल से मगर नहीं निकला घर बसा है हर धड़कन में क्या करें हम ऐसे दिल का कसम खा अपनी दादी थी कि आज के बाद इंग्लैंड की बात भी नहीं सोचेगा लाइको मेरी कसम क्यों खाते हो हमेशा मैं बुग्गू लखनपाल कसम खाता हूँ कि आज के बाद मैं लंदन जाने की सोचूं भी तो मेरी दादी मर जाए सतनाम वाहिगुरु
मेरी पूरी फैमिली है ये 4 उल्लूदे पट्टे जो लंदन जाना चाहते हैं उनमें एक लड़की है मन्नू हमारा जो पहला बच्चा होगा ना उसका नाम मैं आप पे रखूंगा आप अपना नाम बताओ बस वांगी पुरप्पू और वेंकट कुप्पू कोई बात नहीं सर आप लिख के दे दो मेरी तरफ से नाम डन है
Drop 2 coming soon. The opening scene disconnect to the rest of the film.
I counted, I think, maybe 5 totally, completely different movies in this movie. It's like
isn't that what this director does? I mean, like Three Idiots was sort of all over. Like multiple genres mashed, and you would go, "How the hell does this work?" You know?
I know this brutal opening scene, and then they're dancing, and then they're making funny jokes with grandma, and it's
grandma dies, and they go to.
Then
London,
we're back to like a serious.
London.
There's like a romance kind of thing on the train, and like. It's I mean you absolutely get your money's worth here. I think with the movie, you go see one movie and you end up in so many different kinds of drama and action and romance and comedy and dancing, and it's
tough to pull off.
I think if you have an SRK movie, there's a few things you need. One is you need a train scene because he's super famous from DDLJ of having this iconic train scene. So every time he has a movie, I feel like he's recreating his train scene, no matter what it is. And then we have to have some cool kind of comedy because he's so good at it. So there's always like even in the big movies like Pathan and
he has a lightness.
He had that
sort of
puppy dog cuteness that he would bring out once in a while, even when he's being a bad guy, like in Jawan. Juan, he was still like funny and like kind of snarky. There's always a wink,
Yeah.
So I'm seeing a little bit of that, but he was super goofy in this. Like, but that's sort of the Three Idiots. That's his strength, is bringing that kind of weird humor into it.
But also, is he like Ponce de Leon drinking from the Fountain of Youth? I mean,
The guy looks incredible.
It's like he's 27.
He looks really good. And when you see him in, like, I don't know if they're going to have him shirtless in this, but when you see him in those other movies, he's totally jacked. So it's like, I mean, he doesn't look like he's that kind of character in this, but who knows? Maybe
the hair is different or whatever. I don't know if that's the hair is just coaffed differently or that's actually a hair piece, but it gives him a different
it's
look.
not. That's his hair. It's on. It's crazy. I know, it's coiffed. So when we first took a look at this movie, we saw this teaser, where they were talking about the movie, and he was telling him like, "Oh, I can't wait to be in your movie. What's it called?" Right. He goes, "Donkey," and he's like, "Donkey?" Like, he was like, why am I in? Okay. But now you kind of see, okay, he's making it work. But the official poster, Man on a Journey, here it is. But it still looks very serious.
Well, that's very serious. That looks like, it
looks like a travel video kind of thing, like like the logo for his YouTube travel channel or something. I don't know. To me, this looks like a
journey.
Right, but doesn't he look like a backpacker going off to?
Well, he kind of is, because he's taking people across borders, so he's kind of doing a really dangerous hike.
Much like they were called coyotes in Mexico.
Yeah,
right.
So
yeah,
sort of the same sort of thing,
Yeah,
coming into the US.
But there will also be dancing, which also SRK is very good at, and in comedy. And grandma dies, I guess, because he decides to go to London, and that was hilarious.
Yeah, if it comes true, if his decree comes true, that
was so funny. I'm just predisposed to like SRK. I can't help it. Like, if he's in the movie, I'm instantly like, I want to see that, because he's going to bring something special, because he always does. And so I'm anxious to see him pairing up with this director. Apparently he's wanted to, but this director was blowing him off, I guess. But now he has him, and he put him in this movie. So
it'll be interesting to see whether sorry about that.
Life calls.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the movie, we don't know the length of the movie, but if it's over 2 hours or 2.5 hours, then you can throw in a lot of different genre changes, comedy. So and
it's always like that kind of brings in the heart. It kind of brings in the heart to the movie. Like, there's a lot of comedy, but there's always this like underlying emotional depth, and so they're probably going to bring where he's going to be kind of the hero helping these people, but also show the comedic life fun that they can have. It's not all grim, and it'll make you want to support the characters as they go on this journey, which apparently is going to do.
And like you said, it was kind of done with a wink or something. There's kind of a feeling of I'm in a movie. It's kind of fun. So then even the grim parts, the parts where there I guess it's a Western thing, but in a Western film, we're used to seeing if a movie is a comedy film, it's going to be consistently comedy, and there probably won't be anything in there that's going to be like, oh, that was harsh and grim,
like a sniper,
like
the sniper. I'm guessing the sniper probably misses, but they get away. I mean, I think in this tone, it's going to show some danger, but I doubt he's going to hit anyone. They didn't show him hit anyone, and I doubt they probably just go start running, and it'll be kind of.
Well, crazy. I think they cut away because after he shoots, he kind of looks to the camera and kind of winks.
He goes, "Just kidding. We didn't shoot any refugees. It's okay. Everything's fine. I didn't realize it was SRK until I looked through the scope. So right. It's all right.
Yeah,
I shot the cactus over there.
Well, it's going to be a big over here. It's going to be released around Christmas, so that'll be a big Christmas release here in LA.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, he's been really like hitting it big with these action movies, which he's always wanted to do, and so it's going to be interesting to see him like take it into a whole different genre and see how that does it. But I'm assuming this director with him is just going to be gold, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see
what happens. All right.
Thanks
for joining us, Donkey.